Hello and welcome to the Somewhat Gelatinous podcast. I'm Scratch, but you can call me Norton, and I'm here today with Felix and Louis. Welcome to the show.
Hello and good evening.
Hello.
Yes, that. So yeah, episode 2. We've decided we are gonna try and do this regularly. At least try. Okay, some shouting is happening. Okay. So we are going to be trying to do this regularly, at least. We're going to try and record every Wednesday and put it out on Sundays, so I have time to edit.
Yeah.
And I've sorted it out, and it should be a lot more professional. So that sounds good. And awesomeness. Hello, people. What have you been doing? Lovely.
A husband and a wife are trying to set up a new password for their computer. The husband puts "my penis." The wife falls on the ground, not laughing because the screen says "error, not long enough."
I have a XL1 Air Force Turtle Beach gaming headset.
Cool. Mine's P11 Air Force.
Great. Mine is
Right.
Apple earphones.
Wow.
Good for
You can't game with that, silly.
I
No, you
can.
can't.
Apple earphones and Microsoft Live webcam.
Believe me,
Never
Norton.
allowed.
Louis said you can game with a toaster.
I can.
What, as in like on
can-
Skype or Vent or like on the other team or what?
No, he can.
On a toaster?
He can actually play World of Tanks on the toaster.
Does it all involve his imagination?
Yes. I have a very good sense
Yes.
of humor.
When his mum and dad lock him out of the computer, he just sits there with like making noises and like swerving his body from side to side, standing in front of the toaster.
Don't
that.
dubstep.
Yeah.
Anyway, so last week we basically got off what we regularly play, kind of. So have you been playing anything different to what we said last week? If so,
I actually have.
I have too.
okay, go on, because I haven't.
You go first.
Okay, I have actually been playing the demo. No, Destiny.
Ah, so you did get it. Have you got a PS4 then?
No, I'm getting PS4 for
So-
Christmas. My brother got
You're
it
playing
on
Destiny on PC.
Xbox,
alright.
and I have been swiping the game now and again to level up my
Mama.
Exo, which is basically a robot.
Yeah.
For those who play the game, is an Exo Warlock. So I should, as soon as I get a filming software, it should be posted up on Louis'
cool.
channel.
Isn't
soon.
Destiny Bungie Studios?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically a mix between not Assassin's Creed. It's basically an open world
Yeah, I
Halo.
was gonna say, because Bungie made Halo, didn't they?
Yeah, they made Halo, and for those.
Did Bethesda get on it?
Nope.
No, I don't think they did.
Nope. And I just strayed away because I had to refund it because the game is broken. Actually, was the prologue to the new Metal Gear Solid game that was coming out, the Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain, which is Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes.
I see.
Which I almost bought, but no, I did buy, brought it home, tried to play it, and the game was broken, and that was the only one in the shop because it was so popular.
Okay, so you missed the
Yeah,
train.
I refunded it, but now I have a £12 voucher, so I should be going back and buying Forza 4.
Okay.
So me and Louis should be doing some
Yeah, as soon as I get
co-op things.
Okay, sounds cool.
And
via.
then you will hear about Teeny Car.
Teeny car, what, Igo?
Oh my god, is that your kick profile
No.
picture?
Yes, that is Teeny
I
Car.
don't even
Teeny
look
car.
at your kick because I don't like you.
Teeny car looks like a pork
Sword. What?
No,
Oh, Lotus Elan. It's a Lotus Elan.
Ferrari.
Yeah. Ursula
They
Spring.
are awesome. I got one of them
They
on
are.
Forza 4. Forza 3 actually.
Yeah, I don't have many car games.
I'm a car gamist.
I am a car gamer.
I'm more of a car
Seem
gamist.
to be slowly,
Did you play
slowly
Colin
converting-
McRae 2.0 on a PlayStation 1?
No,
Go
No,
home.
I played the first shooting game I've ever played, which was for FPS, sorry, which was I realise now, utterly awful, but very entertaining at the time. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, the original
Oh, the
Rainbow Six,
original. Okay, wow.
the original Rainbow Six,
That's
that
bad.
was like the only game at the time. And I only realised this: the way to get around it is they don't actually melee you.
So you can just run at them.
So you can, and if you have heavy armor, they kind of 2% of the shots actually hit you. And if you've equipped yourself with heavy armor, which makes no difference to the speed you run or speed you reload or speed you shoot, you can just walk past the people that are shooting at you, find the general, which is the first level in the
game,
ambassador, and then blow the doors open and walk out.
Okay, wow. So
that sounds like I play sneaky games.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
More or less.
Yeah. Well, games have come on a lot
sneaky
since then. You can't do that at all now. I mean, I've got on Xbox 360, I've got Tom Clancy Rainbow Six Vegas 2.
Yeah, you told me about this.
So that's basically, it's the same series, exactly the same series, but 4 or 5 games down the line. And it's basically like COD in a SWAT team with really clunky controls. But it's a good game. It's the only FPS I've got. Actually, that's a lie. I've got Battlefield 3, but I never play it.
Was that the one that Archie gave you?
Yeah. I played the first mission and then realised that this is the game that I actually played before a while ago at my friend's house. And I raged at because I hated the campaign because I'm bad at it.
You definitely, if anybody, I think you missed it. If anybody, Norton, I would quickly go onto Xbox whilst you're doing this and download Battlefield Bad Company 2.
No, I've already done it.
Because it's free on
I've already
Gold
done it.
at the moment. What?
Also, my Xbox is downstairs and I'm in my room.
Run.
No, I've done it already.
Do the
I've done it.
Oh.
You silly man. I've got it on PC anyway.
Have you downloaded it?
Yes. I've had it downloaded since it came out on Games for Gold.
Same.
Games with Gold, whatever. Yeah, so that's... Have you been...
Oh, that was really
unhappy. Okay.
Okay.
Moving on.
What have you been playing? Anything else different to what you have been playing usually?
I've kind of been revisiting games that seeing as I'm currently have no money and I'm saving up for a PS4 for my Christmas, for my Christmas, not anybody else's Christmas.
Is that like just a random date in the middle of the year? You're just like, woo,
just
Christmas!
It's this December the 5th.
You just can't be bothered to wait for Christmas.
No, I just thought of the two most iconic days. There's December, which is where Christmas is, and the 5th of May, which is my birthday, which incidentally is also the same birthday as Adele.
Yeah, no one cares.
I do.
Okay, Louis, what have you been playing that's different to usual? Different to World of
Minecraft.
Okay, we don't need to talk about that. You've been playing anything else?
Sadly.
Battle Block Theatre.
Okay, you can talk about that if you want.
Battle Block Theatre. Play the game.
Wait, did you say Battlefield Theatre? I swear you said Battlefield Theatre the first time.
I can explain a lot more detail than Louis.
Well, you've been talking for a while, so it's Louis' turn.
Okay.
Let me finish my sausage.
Okay, Louis has a sausage deep in his mouth.
No, I'm too.
Do you want to do this later or?
I've got some peanuts in my mouth at the moment.
Right, Battle Block.
Am I the only person that's not eating?
Yeah, Battle Block Theatre. It's a bit of a strange one, really.
Yeah.
If I'm honest.
Go on.
So it's like a platformer. Well, it is. Yeah. And
okay, I'm just going to explain this a lot quicker than you.
Yeah,
it's a platformer. It's a weird platformer, and it's about hats. Well, there's a guy with a hat that's evil.
A magical hat. A guy with a magical hat.
In all fairness, I saw the EppsCraft play a few levels, and I downloaded it, and I played a level on my own. But it's not really good fun on your own. You really need co-op. But no, I couldn't be able to play with anyone else because I don't like people. And then I never played it again. So yeah, it's basically a platformer, but it's kind of like it's kind of like a 3D platformer in a way, in that it's got 3D shapes in it, but you can't move in any way outwards. So it's only got 2 dimensions, but it looks like it's got 3, like by like a meter.
It's very weird.
It's a weird game. It's a good game. It's if Douglas Adams could make a game and was really tripping on acid, then that would be what he would make.
Quite possibly if Douglas Adams was known.
Do you know? Yeah, I was about to say. Do you even know who Douglas Adams is? Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy author.
Oh yeah, I know him. I read that book.
Have you?
No.
I thought not. I was gonna say this is really cultured of you. How? Okay.
I'm gonna try and get it though.
Okay, it's very odd. Usually, the
Yeah,
trilogy
we were
of
talking about it.
usually the trilogy of 5 sits on my shelf over there, but I've lended it to my cousins, as have most of my good book series, which is annoying. So I tend to reread series.
I don't.
That's because
I read a book and then never ever.
I read a
it
book,
again.
and if I like it, then I'll probably read it again a couple of times.
Because I remember books.
So do I, but I like to remember them more? Question mark.
I'm sure.
Yes, much. So Felix is pudding-ing. He will be back in a moment.
What have you haven't been playing anything, have you? Anything
Nothing other than what I have been playing.
Any achievements unlocked?
Yes.
Because in a bit I'll talk about my Lotus
On
Land.
Euro Truck, they recently added achievements, so I've just been getting all the newbie ones, snapping them up.
Yeah.
I've been playing some TF2 as usual. Poning noobs as sniper. You mad? Not much to report, if I'm perfectly honest. Playing some more Grid Autosport. Met a few guys on game chat. Had a chat, as is the name in the game, and it was fun. And it's a fantastic game, and I'd pay for it twice more times if I had money. I do.
Thingy is, would you recommend Grid Autosport over Forza?
Yeah. Definitely, any day.
See, there's the thing.
Okay.
I don't know which one.
Grid Autosport. Okay, the Codemasters game engine is so much better than the Forza game engine. It just is. It feels like it's faster. It's more...
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Hey, Felix is back. How's your pudding?
Hello. My pud was amazing, and it was gooey and just the way I like it. Down my throat.
Ooh.
Deep in my throat.
Okay, let's stop talking
Don't
about
say that.
gay sex.
True.
Okay, as I was saying, yes, Grid Autosport, the Codemasters game engine is so much better than Forza game engine, just because Forza, it almost feels like Scalextric cars, but Scalextric cars feel faster than Forza. It's like there's no feedback from it's because the camera's stationary. I think it's what it is. It's a completely fixed camera, whereas on Grid Autosport it moves around and it's got effects and things, but in not in a distracting way at all. In a way that even helps you occasionally.
By the way, we're just debating whether to get Forza or Autosport.
Yeah, get Autosport, definitely.
What?
It was on...
Well,
Go on.
No, it's fine.
Okay, it was on offer to Xbox, and I was going to get it anyway. So I saw it was on offer. I was like, oh, £17. Snap that up. And it's awesome. Yay. We talked about this last week.
Yeah.
So...
Don't worry, kids. Norton is not allowed to snaffle outside of his house.
That's what you want to know. That's what you think.
No, that's what I'm hoping would happen.
Anyway, so that's gaming section.
Did I have an afro or not?
No.
I wasn't listening to you for a second. I just hear Felix debating whether to get an afro.
Yeah, that's exactly what.
I am creating a character on Terraria.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Terraria.
He's not
What's
playing
that
games as well. Jesus Christ, you two.
Oh, Terraria.
Play a game then.
Oh, Terraria. Talk about Terraria. Or Terraria.
Terraria, I actually really like. I know Louis does not like it. Don't know why.
I don't like it, Louis.
Grumble.
Because it's like Minecraft, just not as good in any way.
It's like Minecraft.
Louis, have you actually played it in depth?
Yes.
When? Do you own the game?
He's disconnected. At least on my screen he has. You're fine there. Continue going on with things.
In that short breakup with Louis, we should be able to reconnect soon. But as Norton said, I'll carry on. Basically, Terraria is a 2D sort of it has platformy controls, but imagine Minecraft 2D and stick a whole more stuff. Like Minecraft, you'll master it in a couple of. If you play it for about an hour straight, you'll gather information. Terraria, I've been playing it for about a year, and it still surprises me.
Really?
There's, unlike Minecraft, there is it's well worth the ridiculous £4 it is to get almost an infinite. There's bosses.
Mm-hmm.
For two, there's a lot more biomes.
In what type of bosses? In the way that there's the Ender Dragon in Minecraft, or in the way that there's like, it's a legitimate boss, like something like WoW?
It's actually really surprising. If you look up afterwards, Norton, for the next one, you'll I will actually post you some files.
It's alright, I can search now.
Yeah. The bosses. There's Skeletron, which is basically a big head that floats around and hits you. It's very much a sort of it's very hard to explain. It's like Minecraft mixed with a 2D platformer. It's very 2D platformer-ish, but add the adventure elements of Minecraft and the crafting elements of Minecraft.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
it's just not as good.
Oh, hey, Louis.
No,
Yeah,
Louis, you have your own opinions. I actually really like both of the games, but Terraria to me is much more playable, if that's a word.
Mm-hmm.
It's
What?
I like
some
Terraria.
of these bosses look horrible. It's the eye one that is weird.
Eye of Cthulhu.
Yeah.
I have Cthulhu.
I have Cthulhu,
Yeah.
not Cthulhu, you silly man. Pronounce your devils, or whatever the hell they're called.
I have Catholic.
Okay, shush your face.
Louis, you have just enraged the entirety of the Catholic Church.
What, by saying that he's a
I
Catholic?
am
the
the
fact
Catholic
that
Church.
he has announced himself
said-
as a Catholic is insulting to them.
No, in one way, yes.
And in the other way, yes, and in every single
And
yes.
you did just say, pronounce your devils, and he said immediately afterwards, the Eye of Catholic.
The Eye of Catholic.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, what's wrong with saying the Eye
Moving
of Catholic?
swiftly on. Okay, I think that pretty much ends our gaming section, which we didn't even get to end last time because we ran short, and also it was just basically
Funny. I said funny. I said funny.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
Um.
I've found a website that has silly news on it.
Is it called RedTube?
No, it's called www.telegraph.co.uk/news/news topics/how about that/
Fair enough.
Okay. The top one says, crocodile spotted in garden turns out to be inflatable.
What the hell?
How can you miss an inflatable? For one, they're bright green.
Yeah.
For two, they've got bloody handles on. And for three, it looks like, if it was one, it looks like it's been ran over 3 times by a 6-wheeler.
Why would you... Okay, this is British news, so why, if you live in Britain, would you see it as a crocodile-shaped thing in your garden? Why would you immediately assume that it's a real crocodile and freak out?
This is kind of one of those things that it's like a stressed old lady coming like a headscarf coming into the police
station. Well, it probably
station,
is actually
saying that, oh, I've got a crocodile in my garden, and
they just come in and shoot it to pieces. It just goes and flies around. It's escaping! Quick!
Many pains.
Oh shit!
I now have images of an old lady coming out with like a sawed-off shotgun.
With like a broom.
Get out! Get out of here!
Like brushing at it.
Go on, chew!
It's just inflatable.
I love you!
It's just inflatable. It's like not moving.
Shoo! Go on! Go!
He goes out with a broom and then comes back. He goes back in and comes out with a shotgun and shoots it. It just explodes.
Like,
I don't think you can get me like that.
God. My God, my internet's so slow when I'm talking to you guys. Seriously, the moment I saw that link, I clicked on it. It still hasn't loaded. and it's on the same website. Okay, now it's loaded. Okay, it's not even old. It's not even an old lady. A young mother called in police and zookeepers after mistaking a crocodile for a real one in her garden. Okay, fair enough. It's not one of those ones that are actually like a children's toy. It's actually a life-size inflatable crocodile. That's kind of
It's a bit. Does it actually say it's meant to look like a crocodile,
well.
and is it one of those
There's a picture.
inflatables? What is it? Is it one of those ones that you find in like a surf shop to?
No, it's definitely not. It's like an authentic one. Well, it looks like it's not. Oh, it says
that explains everything.
when the mother of a toddler spotted a crocodile in her garden, she was naturally worried for the safety of her 3-year-old. Naturally, the first thing you think of. Fortunately, after calling in the police and keepers from the nearest zoo, her alarm turned to relief when it was discovered that the meter-long reptile in question was an inflatable toy. The woman, who was making lunch in her kitchen when she spotted the imitation beast, initially ran to her neighbour's house on Cundy Close, Plymouth. They warned her that it is too dangerous to approach the animal, which they said was probably a baby crocodile, unarmed.
What?
What is it? Unarmed.
I like the fact that they barely question that there's a crocodile in her garden. They're like, okay, don't approach it. It's only a baby. It probably doesn't have a gun. Even police officers and wildlife experts from Dartmoor Zoo, who soon turned up, apparently that's a typo, were initially fooled. It was only when officers who were armed with snare poles, nets, and riot shields threw water over the toy when they realised what it was. The imitation croc was removed from the garden and placed in police custody. While the Dartmoor Zoo team was stood down.
Oh my god, I want to see it like a police questioning room. Just this inflatable crocodile. He questions, does not reply to anything. But like,
the best thing is this crocodile has a smirk and a slightly tipped trilby. And a cigarette. I am the culprit for everything that has ever happened.
I am saying you're nothing. I was making my lunch in the kitchen and looked out into the back garden, the woman, who did not wish to be named, said. I think so. It was pouring with rain. I saw what I thought was a crocodile in the garden. I went to my neighbour's house to ask if they would come and have a look at it. Did they not like their neighbours?
That would be the weirdest door front conversation ever. I was like, what do you want? Could you have a look at me crocodile in the back garden?
That's from Plymouth, not from North.
Sorry.
Plymouth.
That's the only accent I can do, that and French.
Don't even start. But look, he goes out to the next house, knocks on the door, like, "Oh, hello, how are you doing? Oh, I'm good, thanks. So just, how you doing? What's life like? Oh, it's good, really. Had a bit of a scare a minute ago. There's a crocodile in the garden. You want to come and have a look?"
Just that moment.
They did think it was a baby crocodile and suggested calling the RSPCA or the police, but we decided to call the police as I have a 3-year-old and was worried.
Doesn't that consist of like old people who care for animals? Why would they call the RSPCA?
That's the not... RSPCA. OAP.
Wow. They did think it was a baby crocodile. They didn't even. I don't think they even had a look at it. They just stayed at the door. Like, I think I went to my neighbour's house after they would come and have a look. They did think it was a baby crocodile. It doesn't say that they actually came and had a look. They're like, "That's probably a baby crocodile."
So there's a long green reptilian in my back garden. What do you think it is?
Probably a baby crocodile.
Yeah, that sounds all right.
Call RSPCA.
Call RSPCA. Why are we both doing northern accents
you did
now?
A policeman and policewoman arrived, and at that point we were all a bit suspicious because it hadn't moved.
It's either a very dead crocodile.
One of the police officers bravely went out to have a look. They threw water on it and it didn't move. I'm absolutely mortified.
Right, he's got a garden hose and pumped water at it. Yeah. It's not the way to safely handle a crocodile.
The thing is,
from a distance of about 5 meters, pump water at it.
It wasn't a police squad, it was a freckled 9-year-old.
No, it was a policeman and a policewoman.
So yeah, where was it again? What was it again?
What?
Where was the incident of case?
Plymouth.
Reptilian.
Plymouth.
Louis, you're saying all Plymouth police officers of the county police department are freckled 9-year-olds.
Around Dartmoor. Well, it says Plymouth, but the Dartmoor Zoo.
Oh, I've been to Dartmoor. That may have been me.
What?
I did see a rather large lizard crawling through the campsite.
You aren't a large lizard.
Say I was the large
Incidentally,
lizard.
I am currently wearing a onesie that is a lizard. Just saying.
Norton!
I am actually a lizard.
Oh my God, Norton!
Norton
Are you
Roby is
slightly wet
accused.
and have a slightly northern accent?
No.
I'm currently looking at my screwed up tiger onesie that's lying as a doorstop.
Wow. Yeah,
How I managed to position it into a
my
doorstop, do
onesie
not
basically
ask.
came just sort of part of the furniture for a while. Then I realised that it's winter again. I can like conceivably wear it without being heckled out
I'm
of the
going
house.
to cut safety precautions of handling crocodiles.
What?
Oven mitts and a long
What
iron
fork?
fork.
A very long mop.
Oven mitts. That would like constrict you because you can't pull your hands apart properly. With crocodile, you have to because it's the muscles for opening its mouth are a lot like barely strong at all. It's just closing the mouth that's strong. So once it's closed its mouth, you just hold its mouth shut and it goes.
It keeps its mouth open for long periods of time because it can't actually. Because if it takes it on average, it takes about 3 minutes for a crocodile to open its jaws fully.
Wow.
Now think about how fast you can open your jaws,
Nah.
and then think about how long 3 minutes is. That's going to be a very, very, very long food wait. So basically, just sit in water slightly underneath it. That's why you only see their nose and their nose and their eyes, because they hover slightly below the water, looking at anything.
Yeah, and they
then,
do float around with their mouth slightly open.
That's why you see if you ever watch one on like Nature Planet or whatever
Yeah.
you watch these days.
Chris Packham did a program on it a while ago.
Right. Didn't want to. What was that accent anyway?
That's
It's like
Chris
elf.
Packham.
Chris Packhamish. Right, back to safe.
What?
Grow.
Oh right, you're typing. It says here also, the team were on the road with all equipment needed. They were halfway there when we received a call. They were halfway there when we received a call from the police to say it was a toy. Our team have a variety of equipment to deal with such situations, including snare poles, nets on poles, and riot shields. We also have dart guns, but did not bring them on this occasion.
I wonder why.
I'm gonna leave a very
Thing is-
dangerous reptilian without any dart guns.
The way this is written is they were halfway there when they received a call from the police to say it was a toy. Our team have a variety of equipment to deal with such situations, including snare poles, nets on poles, and riot shields. That sounds like they knew that it was a toy, so they brought those stuff. You know what I mean. So they like knew it was a toy, so they use snare poles, nets on poles, and riot shields to deal with toys. That's how they cleared it away. Okay.
Crocodile and alligator safety for field researchers.
Safety.
All right, let's see
You're
what
turning to Chris
minimizing
Packham
risk
now.
around a 6-foot reptilian that can rip your leg off. Stealthy ambush predators that usually take small prey than themselves, including middle-aged mothers making lunch in. It doesn't actually say that.
Okay.
They're middle-aged mothers.
You did it funny.
And it is funny.
They're
And
middle-aged mothers.
this basically explains what I was raging on about. They can and will bite if harassed, aka pouring water on top of them or poking them with a large mop.
Like the pole on the net on the end of the pole. You just leave it alone, and it'd be fine.
It'll probably the police department probably be wherever it is Norfolk to police department will probably being stealthy will probably end up like the opening scene to Dad's Army. Plymouth
and Norfolk are really near.
They're not actually. To be honest, Norfolk's on the east side of the country, and it's that big bit that sticks out like a tumour. That pretty much describes Norfolk, actually. And on the south coast, you've got Plymouth, which is next to Southampton. Well, no, it's not actually at all. It's in.
Anyway, within their rage, crocodile may present in almost any water body.
I'd like to apologise to anyone.
Surprisingly small or in isolated locations.
Okay.
Crocodile can take nearly all their prey into the water. Their usual message is remaining still or approach stealthily and engulf the sizey prey with a single swift lunge and snap.
Do you ever engulf your prey with a swift lunge, Louis?
Yes, I do often when you're about to leave me at lunch. Gobble a whole sandwich in one bite.
Or an entire sausage. Bury it
Yeah,
deep in your throat.
If worse
Thank
comes to
you.
worse, Louis must resort to his caveman instincts and stick the sausage right down his gullet.
Okay,
I do think
let's.
all cavemen are gay.
Okay,
When did I say that?
I'm sorry to any of our cavemen viewers.
Okay, I doubt they're existing. Okay, so I've gone to a different website here, and we've got a choice of headlines here. I'm just going to read a couple out for you. Preacher gets congregation to drink petrol, says he turned it into juice. Man drives to pub in a tank, wins at life.
I actually
Shush!
have
I'm reading out things.
around.
Dwarf.
No, I'm reading
Shush!
something else.
Dwarf stripper got bride to be pregnant on her hen night.
What? What?
Yeah, exactly. British parrot
What?
named Nigel returns home after 4 years speaking Spanish. A guy crawls through poo tunnel to rescue puppies. Cupcakes end up looking like penises after being made breast cancer awareness. Guy singing Bruno Mars on tree gets electric shock. Dogs demonstrate teamwork to retrieve ball. The sex doll boob drinking fountain. What? Man
Where is
fully
this
jumps
one
over
done?
hurtling motorbike while on the phone. Okay, so which one of those do you want to have a look at?
The eighth
I
one
really
go
want to
up.
look at the dwarf stripper.
Okay, hang on, let me just scroll up again. There's a lot. Okay, dwarf stripper got bride
Felix
to
is
be.
freaky fetishes.
Shut up.
Okay,
I like dwarves.
man discovers wife's hen night dwarf stripper
The
affair
only,
after
the
first
only
child
thing
is born.
is it the like modern day dwarf or the ancient small minor?
Modern day,
It
as in
might just be the modern
as
day
in
one.
Warwick Davis dwarf.
Did he dress up in chainmail, have a long
No.
beard, and have
Oh
a
god.
hotel
Well, I
bed?
don't know about his fetish gear, but still, look. The full headline reads: Man.
We don't want to know.
Look,
We
shush.
don't want to know. We want to know about the penis cupcakes.
Shut up.
Wait,
The full
what?
headline reads: Man discovers wife's hen night dwarf stripper affair after first child is born with dwarfism. So she went on a hen night and they got a dwarf stripper. And they had a child. A child was born, and the child had dwarfism.
How would it mysterious? How did you not know? They would produce a lump, the pregnancy bulge.
Well, I
And
guess
then
they
you
just
would
assumed.
go to
I guess they just
hospital.
assumed that it was
It
their merry pumping
Yeah.
that happened.
it wouldn't come as a shock. You're just lying in
Oh,
bed one
get it,
shout,
pumpkin.
and then it just popped out suddenly.
Suddenly,
Said,
a baby
Oh.
dwarf stripper.
Oh,
"Oh, it looked like we birthed a dwarf."
Okay, the mother of the bride from Valencia, Spain, said neither her closest female friends or her family knew she had had sex with the stripper. Once she had her son in her arms, she broke down and confessed what had happened. As you can imagine, no one that sleeps with a stripper on a hen night broadcasts it, or at least they try to take that secret to the grave.
Yeah, Louis, when Louis go to
yeah,
Louis.
my hen night was pretty hectic. My hen night was pretty hectic too, yeah.
Louis, firstly, you have stag nights if you're a boy.
No,
which is still-
Louis has hen nights
I have
Fair.
henny night.
because he is actually a tranny.
Actually, I have a real life thing that happened to my dad. One of his friends called Paul had a stag night, sorry, and they were drinking at a pub and they got overly drunk. Bought those necklaces
Yeah.
that you have, sweet necklaces that have like those really, really horrible crunchy sweets.
Oh yeah.
They went to the local shop. Other brands may be necessary for this.
The local shop. How's that a brand?
It is. It's just
Actually a brand.
Is it?
Don't question it. There's a shop called Guop in Cornwall, and I have a picture.
Just continue with the story.
You,
We don't need to know about the guap shop.
yeah. They bought one of those sweet things
Necklaces.
in a thong.
Oh.
And made the person the groom
Yeah.
wear it completely naked and run home, which was almost 3 miles through the middle of Portsmouth on a Sunday night.
I heard this before.
Friday night. Yeah, you have. I've told you before. And by the time they got home, all the people were asleep,
Okay.
and it was about 12 o'clock at night. And to keep warm, he has eaten most of the thong.
To keep warm, he ate his only clothing.
Yeah.
Logic.
Sound like something mysteriously else.
No,
Anyway,
it doesn't. That sounds like
go on with
clapping.
the
Don't be
dwarf
silly.
stripper. Go on with the dwarf stripper story.
No, that's basically it. Basically, it did say the guy thought that the baby was his up until it was born with dwarfism, which is funny, actually. It's incredibly amusing. So, has anybody else heard anything amusing on the grapevine? Or have they?
Something I want to bring up is what the hell your Skype profile picture is.
Oh, my...
It's that kind of...
I'll overlay it on the screen on the podcast.
It's the you don't say face flipped round, if you get what I mean.
Well...
With a moustache.
It is...
Who's it?
Okay, so basically, it's Nicolas Cage, you don't say face, but it's flipped upside down, but all his facial features are still the right way up, and his eyebrows have been turned into a moustache.
And it's funny.
And it's hilarious. And I found it because I wanted a new profile picture because I discovered that my brother was also using the same one as me, the same Nicolas Cage Gandalf one. So I searched funny Nicolas Cage photos into Google Images and almost died from laughter. Just saying.
As I will do now.
And this is my favourite. Okay, be warned. There's some Miley Cyrus on there.
Wait, Miley Cyrus and Nicolas Cage.
Wow. So yeah, that's my profile picture. Have you searched it?
Oh my god.
Okay.
The first thing that came up was oh my god. Why?
What?
Why?
Susan
Boyle.
Describe what you're seeing.
Susan Boyle's been mortified.
Oh my god, I just searched it as well.
And then there's E.T.
Yeah, that's E.T.
It's not Susan.
Can you see the pregnant one on top left?
Yeah, more Nick Cage.
Yes, indeed. Oh my god. Okay, let's not talk about this because this is actually visual stuff and this is an audio podcast. So, oh my god.
Oh my god, it's Nicolas Cage.
There's a Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna exit that tab. Okay.
There's a picture
Louis,
of...
anything you want to bring up particularly?
Something funny happened. My dad at rugby match.
Aye.
Kid had hands down shorts. Coach said, "Get hands out shorts." Pulled them out quick. Little Jimmy popped out.
What?
So basically, my dad was when he was playing rugby at school.
Aye.
They had a match and it was really cold. And this one guy kept his hands warm by putting them down his trousers.
Aye.
The coach said, "What do you think you're doing? Get your hands out your shorts." The kid pulled his hands out very fast, and something popped out his trousers.
Oh.
Oh.
I see.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at a picture of Nicolas Cage posted over the picture of
Oh, I thought I funnied for a second.
You had funnied.
You had made a funny all over the floor.
It's a bit scary actually, because that could happen to anybody if they're sticking their hands down the
Yeah.
shorts. What did Ref say after Johnny?
Ref said, "Oh, that's a small one."
We could take conversions over that.
He's got a right stiffy going on.
Who you been saying? You got a good for the one of the players?
Oh my goodness me.
Did he turned into Gollum?
No, he hasn't. He's turned into a fish. The fish happens to sound like Gollum.
Gollum the fish. I'm definitely searching that up. Oh my god.
Never again.
Never.
Oh my god.
What have you found, Felix? Are you still on the Nicolas Cage thing?
Oh my god.
No, I'm looking at Gollum funny.
Hang on.
Never ever do that if you want to keep your sanity.
Oh god.
Gollum funny.
Me nuts have gone down my throat.
Shoot.
Gollum.
Wait, did you say your golem's gone down your nuts?
What?
I could swear that's what you said. Me golem's gone down me nuts.
Oh.
Well, that's interesting, isn't it?
Oh my god.
No. I mean,
Oh my god, Osama bin Laden.
Your nuts have gone down. You got okay. I get it now.
Okay, let's.
Oh
We need
my
to stop
God.
looking at images because people can't see the images that we're
Yeah.
actually.
I've just
I'll
found.
flash them up screen.
I will post this to you.
Okay.
It must be quite funny then.
What on over the Skype?
Yes, maybe.
Please don't, because the Skype takes ages.
I will give it to you via the kit, and you can overlay it on the video.
I'll.
So opens your phones, and
Okay.
I will send you a picky wiki of
A willy.
Please don't.
It's like praying. Norton prays for the next 3 years.
Why do I pray
Please
for the
don't.
next 3 years? Please do tell me.
one of my favorite pictures I've ever seen.
Okay.
Right.
Must be our picture.
Okay, I've just got it. Okay. Okay. Is that an otter?
Yes, it is an otter.
Is that a watermelon?
Yes, it is a watermelon.
Okay. I might just not overlay the picture on the on the podcast.
How could you not? That's amazing. I just had a quick flash of your old profile picture.
Who, me?
Not yours, Louis.
Oh.
You currently have your not very good
Gandalf Cage.
results of a game.
Gandalf the Cage.
Gandalf,
Cage.
you shall not go in shit films.
Oh, don't be mean to
But-
poor Nicholas.
Nicky.
Nicky
Nicky
Caggy.
Nicky Kaki.
We are the sacred keepers of the words Nick.
Nicholas Cage.
Nicholas
Gary.
Cage.
We are the sacred holders of the words ni, pwim, and niwum.
I can't remember.
Yeah,
I
now.
can never remember the middle word. It's something similar to that.
The
Though.
ficky mini tongue action.
Okay, sure.
Yes. Lots of silence.
Greeting.
No.
Oh, you gotta edit that big out.
Edit that big out. Okay, I will.
Okay then.
Edit my big bit out.
I'll look forward to
Um,
listening to that on the edit. Okay, that's gonna be
Anyway,
creepy.
Norton, I know you've seen the Ice Cream and Blood series.
Blood and Ice
No.
Cream trilogy.
Blood and Ice Cream.
Hot Fuzz, Dawn of the Dead,
World's
and
End.
The World's End.
Yeah, I'm thinking about watching them. Are they good? Which one's the best?
They are
and which one's
fantastic. In my opinion, it goes Hot Fuzz, World's End, Shaun of the Dead. But not to say that Shaun of the Dead isn't fantastic. It's just that it's very close, okay?
I have seen film.
Paul.
One of the scenes I've seen is them sorting through their old records, throwing
What,
them
Hot
at
Fuzz?
zombies that are slowly.
That's brilliant, yeah.
One of the Dead.
Was that from...
They're sorting through their record collection,
Yeah,
throwing the bad ones at the zombies,
That's
and it is hilarious.
yeah.
From what I've seen.
Batman soundtrack? Chuck it. Yeah, they're fantastic. I almost said Nicolas Cage. Simon
Nick
Pegg
Clegg.
and Nick Frost. They're fantastic. They're,
Nick Clegg.
they're brilliant. Stop saying Nick
I had the bravery to bring back.
slavery. If you don't understand that, please don't insult us and instead search Cassette Boy David Cameron into YouTube.
I realise I need to do that.
Have you not even seen it?
No, I haven't.
God, do it after the podcast, which will probably be ending soon because we've recorded quite a lot.
I feel good. I wommis. I Wallace and Gromit.
I don't even know what you're saying anymore.
Neither do I.
Okay.
That's what makes
Yeah.
us.
Well, perhaps that's a good place to end then.
I didn't hear the radio silence. Did that actually happen?
What, the start?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's just so that I can. It's easy to edit because there's like a plateau where I can cut the audio.
Yes, a plateau. The interesting word for a piece of
Flat.
rock that's out.
A flat place.
Yes,
It's
plateau.
usually high
Avec
up,
plaisir, monsieur.
but not necessarily. So
Let's listen to I'm a cider drinker.
No, that's not.
no, that's not. So
No, I am.
okay, but do it in a minute because I'm ending the podcast. So thank.
Okay, well,
Shush,
and
I'm doing it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to this podcast. It has been mostly drivel. I might cut most of it out. It'll probably end up being around 30 minutes, even though we've recorded an MC. We've recorded 50 minutes.
Have we recorded
Yeah, we've
50
recorded
minutes?
that.
Really?
Yeah.
oh my god,
I am
wasn't there.
looking now. We have actually recorded for 51:36 seconds.
It says on
What?
the screen 49, but I've been recording. Why? Oh,
You're the one who's
since you joined the call. The call's been 56 minutes long.
I'm 51.
10 minutes. But yeah,
Yes.
so thank you for
It's been
listening.
the Slightly Gelatinous podcast.
Thank you.
That has been Norton. I have been Felix. That has been
Felix,
Louis.
it would be quite interesting if it was the Slightly Gelatinous podcast, but it isn't. It's the Somewhat.
So
Yes.
Stop
I've been
saying-
completely made a fool of myself, and with that, good night.
no, good morning, because we're the best.
Yes, goodbye.
No, not quite yet, because I have to tell them about things. Next
Yes, you
week,
do.
or next time we record, hopefully next week, we will have Kaya, the first hour, on the show, who's the first
It
guest.
has many.
Check out his channel. It is
The first
quite
hour,
good.
capitals on every first word, I believe, on every word, but no spaces. The first hour, no spaces, caps on the first letters of every word, and go and check that out in the meantime. But in a week's time, he'll be on the show, and he should enjoy it, else we'll kill him. So,
Just a small announcement. We are, well, I certainly am. Don't know about Louis because he lives quite near to me. I am going through a storm at the moment. Lots of rain, a lot of internet being down and really bad and crackly. So if my mic is being crackly, that's either because I'm pacing around my front room at the moment, or the internet is being really bad.
I haven't
And
noticed.
if we are quite late on the old uploading, that is blame Norton, not me, because I do nothing of this apart from being funny on the podcast.
Funny.
You try, my friend. You try very hard, and you succeed very nicely.
Thank you.
Yeah, I do all the editing.
Yeah, he does the editing. Louis, are you actually the recorder?
No, I'm recording.
Yeah,
The reason
Anyway.
he recorded last time is because I thought
Guys, I just fired loads of shells at where I last thought someone was. He popped back up again and he'd moved like 5 meters in a non.
Louis, we managed to get through. Hang on, wait a minute. We managed to get through
How?
51 minutes and 36 seconds right now of you not talking about World of Tanks, and in the last minute or two, you mentioned World of Tanks.
Thank you.
no, he did originally mention World of Tanks,
Okay,
which
fine.
was the very deep, scary sort of sounding ooh that resounded through my headphones,
Amara.
and I almost fell off my. And that was last time. Why is there a toilet that is in the shape of a mushroom fin? Please tell me. Sorry, I'm playing
That's the way you
Terraria.
purchased it.
Okay,
It is also dressed as a turkey.
I'm filling the Skype, I don't know.
He has been Scrooge, I have been Felix, he has unfortunately been Louis Sidgwick. With that, good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good guys.
Yes.
Just spat on it.
Good night is almost actually the French word for good night.
And on that
No,
note,
it's not.
au revoir.